日本時間の今日、偉大なるスーパースターが命を落とされてしまいました。そのためっていうわけじゃないんですけど、今日はバスケです。本当に、なんとも言葉にならないけれども、私がバスケを見てる時期はかなり、
こんばんは。
コービーの時代だったので、僕、すごく、ちょっと悲しいです。こんばんは。今日バスケをやるということは、こういうことです。だけでやっていきましょう。このね、ゲーム内でもね、看板がちゃんと立ってます。
コービーが亡くなるなんて夢にも思わなかった。悲しい。
いや、本当に悲しいね。やっぱりジョーダンがいて、コービーがいて、レブロンがいてっていう伝説のね、その時代を、キングたちがね、いたわけで、そのうちの一人を亡くしたというのはね、とても悲しいです。というわけでゲームのそのやっていきましょう。頑張ってね、今日は点取りますよ。相手は、バックス。手に来ましたね、バックス。
ジョーダンの全盛期を見れなかった自分としては、コービーがジョーダンだったから。
This week on NBA2K20, we've got Scottie Pippen. We break down some winning My Team lineups and your top plays.
私もね、やっぱり、コービーの時代だったかな。
Welcome to a new episode of
ちょっと前に引退した
NBA2K20.
けどね。
Chris, when you're thinking about
それでもね、引
90s
退試合でも
NBA
60点。
superstars, who are you thinking of?
I think about all the rings,
アキレス
right?
腱切ってもフリースロー入れる。
back-to-back titles with the Houston Rockets, and of course, the ultimate dynasty in the 90s.
やっ
Michael
ぱり
Jordan,
な
Scottie Pippen,
ジョーダンって
Chicago
よ
Bulls,
く比較されてたけど、
6 rings,
クラッ
NBA.
チタイムでの
Well,
強さってい
speaking
う
of
のが
Scottie
ね、
Pippen, we are so lucky because
一番
he
特徴だ
joined
っ
the
たのかなっていう
NBA2K
選
team
手でし
this
た
year,
ね。
and
とに
we
かく
sat
ゴー
down
ル、
with him during his mocap session. Take a look.
決勝点を入れるというかね、流れを持ってくる。そんな選手でしたね。いやー、あまりにも早いかな。もうちょっとね、指導者としてとかね。
シュートフォームもドリブルもジョーダンにそっくりだし、という川里なんだけど。
意識してね、乗せて
Downtown
たんだけど
Milwaukee
ね。
is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan
こ
on
の
a
口ある身
cloudless
長まで
day.
同じしちゃってね。
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Tonight with us as well, the Book of Basketball author, Bill Simmons. Bill, great to see you.
It's great to be here. Nobody is more impressed than my 11-year-old son. We can't believe that he's playing a video game and gets to hear my voice. When he hears my voice just yelling at him, now he gets to hear me break down basketball.
But it's kind of fun, isn't it?
Yeah,
24秒
yeah,
バイオレーションやなんて。
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers
そ
for
れも
him.
ね、今
And when
日
it
やらん
comes
とい
to
かん
his
ね。
scoring, he's enjoying
ジャンプボール
a
取ったらね。
fantastic
やりましょう。
run. He's brought his points per game average up.
And David Aldridge is standing by for our pregame report. David, good evening.
Well, for the
They are fun to watch. Thank you, David. And now Washington's starting group. They've got Bradley Beal. Mahimi is out there with Hachimura. And it's Wall. And for the Bucks, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's DeRozan in at the small forward position. And Giannis earning another All-NBA nod, Bill. He'll be eligible to sign the biggest contract in NBA history this
I
coming
thought
summer.
you had the biggest contract in
After
NBA
you,
history.
after you.
各地のチームではね、今
Well, what's funny about this is
日
they could have
24秒
signed
わ
him
ざ
to
と
the
攻めないっ
max
ていう
a
ね。
few years ago, And there was this rule that you could only
セ
have
レモ
one
ニーっ
guy
て
in
わ
your
けじゃない
team
け
could
ど
have a 5-year
敬意を
max.
表してね
And they
そうい
were
うことが
saving
行わ
it
れ
for
ました
Jabari Parker.
それなぜかと
So
いう
they
と
signed him
コ
for
ー
4
ビーの
years
背
for
番号
$1 million. A
24
little bit of a discount.
ちなんでね
Now he's going to make them pay. And
In a big way.
if I was Giannis, I would be very spiteful about the fact that they cared about
でこの後
Jabari
ボー
more
ル
than
投げ
me,
れる
and I
の
would
も
want
ね
to sign with the Celtics. But that's
8
just
秒
me.
8秒投げれない
That
と
was a different GM
I'm
though
saying-
at the
ダメなんだ
time.
けど
Listen, it
それ
doesn't
もやっ
matter
て
who it was.
Right.
They
コ
didn't
ービ
treat
ー
you right,
は
Giannis. You should leave.
背番号24の時代と8の時
泣きながら
代とね
24秒
Ball
をみんな
against
やったんだ
Bledsoe.
本当ね
5 on the clock.
あるということで
Lopez
ね
kicks to DeRozan. Jacks up a three. Rebound by Mahimi.
And the great shooters
So, so
know
many is,
when
yeah.
they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Lopez. And the three off target.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Fires it up. Wizards working now with the new shot clock. It's Beal on the wing, covered by Giannis. Another shot. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
今のちょっとコービーっぽいけどね
Milwaukee is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game.
ドリブルでグイッと切れ込んでミドルレンジから
On
ねシ
the
ュート
money
決め
with
るっ
the
ていうの
shot
が
from the left block.
コービ
Watch
ーだった
out
んだけ
now.
ど
When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Bill, you look at the awards given out by the league. Most have been around for a while. But is there any award that you'd like to add? Something that's not being touched on in terms of high performance and success?
I think that there should be a playoff MVP. I made this case in
ビ
my
ールもアイ
book
ザイア・トーマス
that
も泣きながらインタビューコメン
there's
トして
always
た
like a best guy in every postseason, and I would like to see
そんなに関わり
who
のな
that
い
would be.
選
And
手で
it's
も
pretty
ね
easy to go backwards and figure out who it was. I did that.
全員が尊敬している選
Just
手
go
だから
backwards,
ね
have all the backstory of who it should have been, but then going forward, now here are the ones we're adding. I would like to see that. I would also like to see a best bench celebration.
シャキル・オニールともね現役中は仲良くなかっ
Certain
たんだ
teams
けど
just have these guys. They're good at pointing. They're good at
引退
fist
してからね
pumping.
仲良くやっ
First
たみた
guy
いだ
during
し
the timeout running over.
Chest bumps.
They have handshakes.
Oh, yeah.
They're waiting at the scorer's table before the game to do the special handshake with each guy. I feel like that guy deserves some shine. Last year, DeAndre Jordan, I think, was one of the first guys I remember who was just great at this before he started playing. Late 2000s clips. I was like, man, this guy's really, he's not playing, but he's really
into
figuring
it.
out how to affect the
で
game.
も試合の方そうヤニスがいるんだった
Really, you know what?
止められない
Trying
ぞ
to keep Antetokounmpo off the glass, that's a tough
シャ
assignment
ックは
because
正
he's
確が
long
違いすぎるか
and
ら
he
しょう
can
がない
leap.
14 feet away. The Wizards with another miss. And Zo Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
止まらない
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, to stop the run, Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
ヤニスねほんとこの身長でね
Matthews against Wall.
とてつもなく素早いからね
Pass to Giannis.
ゲームの中で
Bill
も本当に
defenders
強
are
い
doing a better job of challenging the shooter from the side so they don't foul and don't step into that landing space when he comes down from shooting.
Yeah, I don't like the word, the landing space.
Landing space.
And all that stuff, like
Well, what would you call
load management. We have all these phrases now. It's like, how did these phrases come in my life?
Load management is interesting.
Load management's the worst. Where did that start?
I don't know.
Can we just play
I would just
basketball?
like work. Yeah, just you figure just rest. Just go
What's the
rest.
thing they call when the guy travels, but they say it's not? It's like he's gathering the ball. That's
Yeah.
another one.
Gather-
We start saying
gathering
that.
the ball.
MVP
Never
候補
said
違います
gathering the ball in my life
こんばんは
until 2 years ago. Enough with the weird phrases.
Yeah.
バスケですよ
Three from Matthews. He's off on that one. And Washington the other way now. They're getting their first look of the season at the Bucks in this one.
And this game, just the first of 4 meetings between these two. They'll get quite familiar with each other by season's end.
You know what, guys? I don't know. I get the feeling that this could be an interesting matchup this season. This first game will tell us a lot.
Every time they get scored on during the
this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Outside Beal.
その人が喋ってる間に11点も取ってたんだ。
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo's 7'3" wingspan, extraordinary. I mean, he's effective in rejecting shots, bothering shots, and stealing the ball.
Bucks leading by 6. DeRozan scanning the floor.
You know, guys, DeRozan hasn't just had a great NBA career. I mean, he's had international success, too. 2 gold medals with Team USA from the Rio Olympics and the 2014 World Cup.
For Milwaukee, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And 72% on the year. I'm sure they'd like to improve that category.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
And the Bucks with some changes. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Wesley Matthews. And George Hills subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Berton is checked in. Bill, you wear so many hats, writing, producing, performing. You're running the ringer, which is highly successful. What role satisfies you the most?
I would say working with young people and trying to help them get better. I think that's the coolest thing you can do, especially if you feel like you've done some good stuff and accomplished some things and realized some dreams. Like, the next thing to do is just to, can you help other people get to where they should be?
Well, a lot of this wasn't around when you and I were growing up. So what were your dreams?
My dream honestly was just to write a sports column that people read. That's what I wanted forever. Yeah. And then
キャラヒットできるけど、大体クリセットみたいな感じかな。全然いじれないな。学生留学はね、金髪だからね。
And you have to have like 6 or 7 awesome people that you completely trust who can help you do stuff, because it's impossible to do everything yourself, especially if you're trying to increase the scale of what you're doing. And I think that even works for an NBA organization. You know, it's not like one person running everything. I would say putting a good team around you is the most important.
やばい、いつの間にかすごい話されてる。
Well, 3 and right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting.
Boy, he's really feeling it right now, shooting a high percentage to start this game.
点が取れないですね。点が見えないんだ。だからどんだけ離れてるかわかんないんだ。タイム。そうだ、もうすっかり喋ることに集中してたよ。ちょっと待ってね。移動します。移動します。タイム系。最近ずっと留学とかやったからね。違うになるし。
And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Washington making some changes. Brown comes in for Beal. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for John Wall.
相変わらず違和感ある。まだ
やっぱね。
Giannis with it. He had 16 points in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
And he also chipped in with a couple blocks in that game. Just a hint at the impact he had on the defensive side.
Man, he's got it going now. And when he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
The kick out to Brown. And Bill, when it comes to NBA awards, some people have said voter fatigue is a fact. Would you agree with that?
No, I actually think NBA awards are in the best shape they've been in because people are afraid to screw up. You know, with the internet. And we
There's
also,
nothing anonymous about it. I mean,
no. Yeah. And we have really good numbers and metrics now, and I actually think we make the right decisions with this stuff most of the time. I didn't really see any egregious stuff last year other than the one person who voted Dwayne Wade for second team All-NBA.
You get a vote, don't you?
I do, and I take it really seriously.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel the same way.
I really care
Our name
about
is attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also, like, when I wrote my book,
I
really rely on the All-NBA stuff. Like, they're a snapshot of what happened that season.
Good point. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. And again, Washington, no good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also
going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
And those putback baskets contributing to their lead, Greg.
Mahimi passes to Thomas. Knocked loose. And it's the Bucks on the break. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark.
体力がもうない。やばい。で
ヤニススタイルはヤニスしかできない。
Hill kicks to Ilyasova.
きないな、パワフルな。高さもあって、スピードもあって。
Outside DeRozan. Over Bertans. And again, it's Milwaukee converting.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Washington shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. And it's Korver in for DeMar DeRozan. Murray's checked in for the Wizards. And here is Antetokounmpo. 19 points in the game. Over Bertans. And that one released in time, but no good. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Milwaukee on top, up by 15. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
The way you gotta say with the D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you gotta just say, you know, it's Antetokounmpo.
試合も休まないしね。
Substitution here for Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. DeRozan comes in for Kyle Korver. Wesley Matthews checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Hill. Free throw, good. Matthews. You'll name a couple past superstars that didn't always get enough credit for being as dominant as they were.
And Moses Malone would be my #1 pick. Probably the best player in the league for 5 years. Dominant in '83, they won the title in Philly. Really gave Kareem a lot of problems and was just awesome, and has now just been swept under the rug. Nobody even really remembers. So I would go with him first.
Ever?
Never. Well, it was part of the problem. They were tape delaying games back then, and we didn't have League Pass. We didn't have a lot of that stuff. I think he was really underrated, and you kind of never know who's going to endure and who's not going to endure, which is one of the reasons I wrote my book.
The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Ilyasova out there with Robin Lopez. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. To the middle. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the strike, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
Kept alive. Here's Lopez. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Bucket is good, and it's 7 points for Wesley Matthews.
Matthews showing you not only can he steal the ball, he excels at turning those steals into points at the other end.
To the right side. And with the 2K Esports League, Bill, players not only get a salary, they can also sign endorsement deals. They're celebrities now unto themselves.
So what are the endorsement deals that the 2K players sign? Is it like hat? Because you're not really moving. Nobody can people see your clothes? They can, right?
They can
so
see your
sneakers,
clothes. Maybe it's a hat. Maybe it's
drinks,
a shirt. All of it.
Do the announcers get endorsement deals? Where's our endorsement deal?
Well, if they don't, we could probably make the stab for it right here.
I'm ready.
This is the venue to do it right here.
I'm ready to do whatever.
Let's change the culture.
CTC.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Hachimura, the pass to Beal. Connects from three-point range. Beal's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they're shooting really well from long range this quarter. They should keep looking for the three-point shot for some extra offense.
It's stolen by Mahimi. They're running. Pulls up for three. And again, Washington with the triple.
Yeah, you know, John Wall is so masterful as a floor general. He's a real maestro out there. Terrific at finding the open guy on time and on target.
The kick out to Matthews. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
He hit one three in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Here's Mahimi. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Wizards have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. That free throw good from Mahimi. George Hill's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And there's 1:45 left in the first half. Bledsoe against Wall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, Bledsoe is so athletic and plays with such great energy. It's hard to defend him sometimes without fouling.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
Ish Smith, he's checked in for Washington. Back to Beal. It's stolen by DeRozan. And entertaining as always, Bill, thank you so much for stopping by. We always appreciate your time.
Thank you. Just, I don't want to do any Celtic games. Can we not do that? I don't want to see that team. Let's do the other things.
And Clark, you know what? Bill will always give you a great point of view.
And you know what? I think he needs his own barbershop talk show, Kevin. I mean, he's done everything else in media. Go barbershop on him, Bill. Boy, that's a look he has to finish, and he knows it. Blown opportunity.
And he drops in the layup off the glass. 19 points in the game.
That's how you pass the pumpkin. I mean, Smith really keeps his head on the swivel to get that ball over to his open teammate.
Bledsoe finds Lopez. Here's Hill. Bledsoe outside. Not going to go that time. Smith with some nice D. Here's Washington. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Brook Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Antetokounmpo comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Eric Bledsoe. Now Giannis from deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So
4本連続で決めるっていうのはすごいね。持ってるね。
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Wizards. Bradley Beal is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. And it's Wall. Mark, we have seen so many great players in the history of this terrific game, but in your mind, who's the best to have never won an MVP?
Wow, you think about some of the names on that list recently, or not too long ago. Patrick Ewing, Scottie Pippen, same era. How about going back to John Havlicek, the former Buckeye, all-time great with the Celtics. Elgin Baylor, one of the first high-flying forwards that I recall, one of those really creative, do-it-all type forwards. Jerry West and Dwayne Wade right in that mix too, man. Those are some lofty names that didn't get an MVP.
Lopez inside, guarded by Mahinmi. DeRozan against Beal. 4 on the clock. Count that one. DeRozan's got 12 points in the game.
Boy, that looks like a scouting report breakdown there. I mean, the defense has to know where DeRozan wants to do the most work. That's his sweet spot there.
And it's sent back by Lopez. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
アクサ内がインサイドが強すぎる。
Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. Now let's take a look at the top rookies in the league. Our rankings here for the race for Rookie of the Year. Something every young player would love to have. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I did all of that. I mean, it's taken him only about half a season to show that he's going to be one of the faces of the NBA for a long time to come, barring injury.
Inside, pass to Hachimura, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Lets it go with the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. 24 points for him.
And the instincts there from Hachimura. Notice the overcommitment by the defense and then makes the right pass.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. The wide open look here for Lopez. No good on the 3. Wizards trail by 13 from the top of the key. And he overshot that one, missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Bledsoe finds Antetokounmpo. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by John Wall.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Mahinmi trying to get open. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Korver's checked in, and a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Bertanis, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Murray comes in for Hachimura. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Beal. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
Well, you look at DeRozan's game, and he's a powerful finisher. That's really one of the main staples of his attack.
And the pass to Miles. And here is Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And oh, here we go with Bledsoe. Nobody back. Count it. Good. Bledsoe's got 4 points this quarter.
Just relentless in the open floor. Bledsoe, it's a big challenge trying to stop him in transition.
There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Thomas, that's good.
Good to see Thomas get himself going, showing he's more than just a perimeter shooter. Great touch.
And we all know how rough things have been for Thomas the last few seasons, Greg, battling injuries and trying to find the right situation for his talents.
And the injuries have clearly taken their toll on Thomas. A lot of things need to go right for you to be a star player at his size.
What's up?
それでも出ないと思うね。
Free throw drops for Hill.
Well, George Hill, the veteran guard, doesn't produce at the volume he once did. Still, he brings a lot of value to a team.
Here's Beal, and good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 6 assists in the game.
And not relying at all on the three-point shot. They may want to rethink about stretching the defense a bit like they did in that first half.
On the wing, Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the power of Antetokounmpo? Dynamite whenever he takes it to the rim.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock.
波のセンター、パワーフォールじゃねえ。つけないんだよね、ヤニス。
Lopez with the block, but he stays with it. With some arc, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the first one drops. Milwaukee making a switch here.
またプレーオフチャンスあるのに。
And so he hits both.
やっとチームがね、波に乗り始めてるところだか
Now
ら。
here's Bledsoe. From deep three-point range, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark
それ
this
でも
time.
今日150点
Giannis
取って負けたけど。
Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight, and has been the driving force for Milwaukee. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for...
The issue is not them, the issue is us. We're not being physical. Effort, hustle, determination's gonna win this game. Not scoring.
Well, Greg, he's commanding his guys to be more energetic right now.
And the physicality must improve. Coach Brooks wants more toughness on the board.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Then there's Bledsoe, then it's Matthews, and it's DiVincenzo in the 2 guard. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. 2 points, that one goes.
And time again, Wall puts himself in a position to attack. Just a great job of creating offense for himself or his teammates.
Pass to Lopez. He kicks it to Matthews. The Bucks working the ball around. Antetokounmpo. And it's off the back rim. No good.
頑張って点取らなきゃ。
Here's Hachimura. Lopez covering. Hachimura, no good.
Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim. That's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Bucks leading by 14. Giannis is double. Kicks it to Matthews. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And the shooting guard, Wesley Matthews, a terrific defender who has no hesitation, Greg, in taking that long 3.
A pretty good combination. Weathered an Achilles tear back in 2015, but has remained a steady rotation player.
何した八村じゃちょっとね。惜しいね。
Banked in off the glass. He's got 32.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Bledsoe kicks to Matthews. On the wing, Giannis. A fader. That one wide left. Wizards trail by 14. Left side, Beal. Outside, Wall. Back to Beal. This one for 3. And again, Washington with the triple.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. Rebound, Washington. Mahimi's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Milwaukee making a switch here. DeRozan's checked in. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Time out.
Here is Wall. The pass to Mahimi. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They really got to pick up that interior defense.
Bledsoe finds DeRozan. And Lopez has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Lopez has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Lopez is really dangerous as a shooter if you give him space to catch and then shoot.
Down low, here's Hachimura. Count it, number 5 from the floor this game. He's now 5 of 11.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bledsoe outside. Passes it to DeRozan. Off target with the fadeaway. Wizards trail by 9. To the left wing. They get a hand on it. It's thrown by to Kumbo. Pass to Lopez. Outside for Bledsoe. Back to Lopez. Bledsoe outside. And a miss there on the triple. The Wizards have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
DeRozan, that's good.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Washington calls timeout.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And here's another update on the All-Star voting. Just a couple of days left now to cast your ballot.
Yeah, and it's coming down to the wire now, Kevin. A tense time for some of these players.
You look at Giannis. Right now he leads in the East, getting plenty of ballots with his name on it.
And as much of an honor as it is to make the team, finishing number 1, I think it's just that much bigger.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Outside Matthews. Pass to DeRozan. Here's Giannis. And good work on the boards. They pick up a second chance points. Giannis has got 38 points.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Nice ball movement by Washington. Good D by Lopez.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Outside, Beal. Back to Wall. To the paint. Outside for Beal. And again, Washington with the triple.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense has taken a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And he's made more of an effort here to put pressure on the defense in the second half and create some contact and free throw opportunities.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with this play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
And Beal kicks to Wall. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. The efficiency of Giannis. Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Lopez outside. Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo skins it in.
And you know, the way Giannis Antetokounmpo moves in the pick and roll is tough for the defense. I mean, there's no way really to match his size and skill set.
It's stolen by DeRozan. And oh, here we go. DeRozan. Nobody back. And finished off by DeRozan.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Washington calls timeout. Clark, you were so good at such an early age in your basketball career. At what point did you personally realize just how far the game could take you?
You know, it really resonated with me, Kevin. I think at a summer basketball camp at Miami of Ohio, when some of the better campers, high school campers, were asked to play with the college guys at night. And then during pickup games in my hometown of Cleveland with some of the Cleveland Cavaliers, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow and Mike Mitchell, and being able to compete somewhat with those guys at 15 and 16 years of age, and having them encourage me to keep going, and that I'd have a chance to do what they were doing at the time, which was play pro ball.
And again, Washington no good. Milwaukee leading by 11. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
The pass to Hachimura. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
Guys, their play close to the hoop has been great all game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
And he uses the glass on the way. Antetokounmpo's got 43 points.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
Here's Hachimura. Good, it's Beal picking up the assist. Hachimura's got 7 points here in this quarter. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Giannis with it to the inside. And Lopez gets it to go. And the Bucks lead by 14.
You know, when you see Antetokounmpo make a pass like that, it tells you just how much he's matured and grown as a player and decision maker.
Out to the right wing. There's the 3. Mahimi. Lopez grabs the board. Bucks leading by 14. The feed now to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Bucks.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And Greg, we know familiarity breeds contempt. I would expect things to become more heated as these teams face each other going forward.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Now, he was a problem on the glass today, relentlessly crashing the boards, and came away with a bushel basket full of rebounds.
3 on the clock. And here's Wall outside. Unable to get that one. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Takes it off the glass. Giannis has got 47 points.
saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Back to Wall. There's the triple. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
47点。まだ。
やばいわ。
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win.
スタッツ。47点。連鎖してるの、本当に。ほんと、背も高いし、スピードもあるし、パワーもある。ヤニスの時代も来るかもしれない、ね。
ちゃんと化け物は再現されていた。
うん。
But you have to appreciate just what it
Guys, listen up.
What up, coach?
Check it up here. So I just got a call from the league letting me know that this guy is an all-star.
Hey.
All-star.
Hey, I'm trying.
Very well deserved.
Appreciate it, guys.
Congrats, man.
Thanks, coach, man. Should I break it up?
Let's do it.
Hey, it was a family effort, so we're gonna do family on 3, all right?
ライジングオールスターじゃなくてオールスターでしょ。おー。電子モズの上を行った。最多得票数はヤニス。
やるやん、キセ君。
うん。向こうはレブロンのチーム。この辺はもう再現って感じだね。オールスターもね、新しい時代の化け物たちが使えるから、楽しみだね。
If you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, it will find you.
まあ現実と大体一
I
緒だ
got
ね。
6 of those to prove it.
うん。
Is this your first time in mocap?
Yes, my first time.
Okay, so how has that gone?
It's been great. It's pretty amazing, you know, to see what you guys are doing here and the cameras, the technology, and how this all comes together. I think the video games keeps us more current, more relevant, and allows the kids to be a little more hands-on with us.
Did you know what to expect? Like, have you talked to other players who have been in the games?
No, I didn't know what to expect. I just kind of came here just on the fly and was willing to do whatever it took.
So this is a particular thrill for me, because the first time I remember you was you were 16 pixels high in a video game, long time ago.
Oh.
We very much appreciate everything you're doing
一辺が動き入れてんの。
一辺本人がね、やってたの。
Now, here's a look at the events coming up in the neighborhood.
ドラフト前にちょこっと来た人だ。
A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Tonight, it'll be the Washington Wizards going up against the Charlotte Hornets. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we got a chance now to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers and what has been the trend for Wall.
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Monk and Batum, the wing. Cody Zeller out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Rozier in at the 1 spot. And for the Wizards, Hachimura out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Wall. And there's Ian Mahimi. Around this time of year, lots of national broadcasted games, Doris. Does that impact the players, you think, in any way?
I certainly think the guys are aware of the nights they're on national television. Some guys relish, Kev, as you know, the opportunity to play on the big stage. So for the regular season, those nights where you know the entire country is watching, that's a big deal.
Here's Beal. They get it again. Hachimura the pass to Mahimi. Here's Beal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I think, Kevin, this is what the team wants to see more of from Bradley Beal. Keep pushing the action. Get yourself some easy points from the foul line.
And that one falls for Beal.
When he first came into the NBA, many thought Bradley Beal would be a mostly catch-and-shoot shooting guard. But this guy is proven he can definitely shoot, but there's so much more to his game. He can create for others. He can get himself off on the bounce. He is a terrific all-around guy now.
Zeller finds Kid Gilchrist. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And a great time to check out the power rankings. See how the teams are stacking up across the league. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And with where Washington is, they're putting to rest any big concerns people may have had with this team, proving they are truly an upper echelon club.
They get it back. Mahimi missed inside.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
And he banks in the layup. And with Beal, Doris, he's been more aggressive at attacking the rim.
And Kevin, it's worked out for him because he's gotten to the line more, and that allows you to become a consistent scoring presence. Boy, the dynamic nature of Beal's offensive game has really elevated.
That's tipped.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
Monk, the pass to Zeller, and the dunk by Zeller.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Launches it. Bangs home the trifecta. 6 points for him.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Zeller. Charlotte moving it around. Monk, the pass to Zeller, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Mahimi's shot is good.
I like that decision right there. Don't try to force the shot inside. Kick it out.
Rozier against Wall. Rozier kicks to Monk. 3-pointer. Rebounded by the Wizards. Last time they came together was in Charlotte, where they fell to the Hornets.
A long and tiring game, made worse, obviously, by the fact they ended up in the second overtime falling short, which can be a real morale killer.
Rozier the pass to Monk. Zeller dishes to Monk. Fires at the elbow. Buries the jump shot.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all 3 levels on the floor.
Mahimi kicks to Wall. Leans from outside. They get it back. Drops in the layup for 2. Mahimi's got his second basket of the game.
Well, if you use your strength and your power and a little bit of relentlessness, as Jean Mahimi does, he cleans up.
And there's the pass to Monk. The 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Passes to Beal. Here's Hachimura. Defended by Batum. Out to the wing. Zeller against Mahimi. Pass to Beal. Clock at 6. From the arc. Nothing that time. He's 0 for 2.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside, Batum. Kid Gilchrist inside. Count it. Kid Gilchrist has got his second bucket of the night.
You have to appreciate the doggedness and intensity on the glass. Wow.
On deep. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot.
Rozier against Wall. Wall with a block.
Now you see the wingspan and the timing by John Wall. What a defensive effort.
That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
He does this time and time again.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
Well, Greg, I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball too critical in today's NBA.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Mahinmi. Bertans comes in for Hachimura. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for John Wall. So for Washington, their last game a loss to Milwaukee. Outside Thomas. Back to Beal. To the middle. Here's Bertans. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 4 assists in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's the 3. Washington with the rebound.
And already they've got a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Shoots the 3, and again Washington with the triple.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Borrego and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We're looking to break the tie in this season's series, and I asked him what he thought the biggest factor could be tonight. He said it always seems to come down to getting a stop. We have to get our hands up and contest shots. And if that doesn't work, our guys in the back have to block those shots. That's one of the ways they win games, Kevin. Back to you.
Well, David, thank you. We'll be looking for the defensive-minded approach coming in, Greg.
I like that they're focused on getting stops. Gives them the opportunity to turn that defense into offense.
Absolutely, and it keeps the score within reach. It keeps you out of desperation mode at the offensive end. That's never a good way to play.
And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Second chance shot, and the layup is up and in. Bertans got his second bucket.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Charlotte calls timeout. 2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
No question. Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter. Basket counts. Bertans got 6.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes
内側
inside.
にいるベルタンスもちょっともったいないけどね。
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Thomas to stop the drought. And count it. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range. A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
The Wizards working the ball around now.
狭い。
6 to shoot. For the 3. That shot off the mark. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Making the pass to Washington. Up and in on the layup.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Here's Thomas. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Brown outside. Takes a 3. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
27 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Graham, the pass to Bacon. Bryant with the rebound. Thomas with the ball. Shoots. And good. As it just snugs right down through the net.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical. Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
And so it's Washington with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had.
それは結構楽勝かな、さすがに。
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Wizards here, they've been putting on a show, guys.
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges, and it's Bacon in a shooting guard. Bertans in the post. Misses from short range.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Washington, that's good.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
Smith right side. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams.
そこそこの試合になっちゃったね。
Outside Thomas. Now the pass to Bryant. 6 on the shot clock. Beal, that's for 2. Gets a very good look and converts. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Here's Graham. And again, unable to change momentum.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Charlotte shooting under 40% all in all for the game.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. .153 left in the first half. With his first shot attempt and a nice shot by Bryant.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Passes it to Bridges. Now Graham. It's a nice pass in here by Charlotte. Lets it go. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
1:10 left in the first half of the game. Outside, Beal. Takes the three. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Here's Bacon. Pass to Washington. Here's Bacon. The fadeaway off the left rim and out. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 23.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
And so Graham will bring it up for Charlotte. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated in stride.
Here's Thomas. Lays it up off the glass. Thomas got 5 now.
I tell you, the degree of difficulty, IT maintains his focus through that entire play.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Rozier. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Washington, Bradley Beal is out there with Hachimura. Then there's Ian Mahimi. Then it's Wall. Monk kicks to Batum. Shoots over Beal. Batum, good. Batum's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Hornets. Wizards leading by 20. Dishes it to Mahimi, and he makes that one.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Beal against Batum. Beal with the steal. Here's Wall, and Wall with the slam.
Well, you've got to credit the defense of Bradley Beal. Breaks it up defensively, gets out in transition. Nice.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Pass to Zeller. Kicks to Monk. Hornets keep it alive. A nice shot by Zeller.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Back to Wall from outside the arc. Sinks the triple. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, what a start. 3 for 3. Terrific play calling. Everything clicking out of the gates here.
There's the pass to Monk. Back to Rozier. Kid Gilchrist with it. To the paint. Here's Zeller. No good there. And it's Washington the other way. Right side, Wall. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Wall's got 11.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Passes it to Monk. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist. And that's now 6 points for Malik Monk.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
There's the feed to Mahinmi. Count it. 10 points for him.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Rozier kicks to Monk. From 13, Wall grabs the board.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Rozier looking around. Five to shoot. He dishes it to Zeller. From deep three-point range, it's rebounded by John Wall.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Hachimura. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Cody Zeller. Doris, you've... They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
To the middle, Bertanis, a beautiful reverse layup. Bertan's got 8 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Bridges dishes to Graham. Now Rozier. 11 points in the game. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Bryant's shot is good. Bryant's got his second basket of the night.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Graham, the pass to Biyombo, and it's sent back by Bryant. And good that time. Graham's got 12 points in the game. Thomas surveying the D. And it's blocked. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. It's the Wizards. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Martin. Martin is out there with Bacon. And it's Graham in at the point. And so it looks like the Wizards will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Beal. They grab their own miss. Murray, good.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
Well, you love that there's no let-up in how they're playing. They want to dominate every aspect, including second chance points.
Here's Graham. It's deflected. An even 3-on-3 break. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker.
Graham surveying the floor. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
Murray left side. Beal trying to break loose. Murray, good. Murray's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Graham, the pass to Bacon. Charlotte moving the ball around. Pass to Graham, puts up a three. And it's Bradley Beal with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Thomas.
We'll see that.
From deep. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have the confidence. You have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Martin kicks to Graham. Lets it fly. A second chance effort. And the layup by Martin. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Washington Wizards. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Outside for Beal. The pass to Thomas. Well, remember the time, Doris, when it was rare to see stars changing teams? Now we read about it every day.
No question, Kevin. Think back to my formative years watching the NBA as a fan. Larry Bird was a Boston Celtic. Magic Johnson was a Los Angeles Laker. The trend in today's NBA is that shorter player contracts, more player control over where they want to be. And the reality is this, Kevin, at some point, free agency entered the equation. It's appropriate, it's fair, they've earned the right to choose where they play.
Shot clock at 5. A 3 ball. Good on the triple.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Shot on the wing, and Washington again with the bucket.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Graham, the pass to Bacon. Outside for Martin. Shot clock at 6. Releases. He can't hit that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. To the left side wing. Shoots. Murray, no good. The Hornets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Graham, the pass to Martin. Here's Bacon. Back to Martin. Martin kicks to Graham. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And now, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for the Washington Wizards. On Saturday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. And then on Monday, they'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Doris, in 2004, the Charlotte Bobcats became the NBA's 30th team. When do you think we're going to see another team added, whether it's an expansion or even multiple expansion cities?
Well, let's go directly to the most important source, and that's Commissioner Adam Silver, who has said that expansion is inevitable, but right now, not a huge priority. So, you know, listen, we've heard Seattle is on the short list of cities that wants to get a team, and what a great city, what a great NBA fan base. I hope someday we get back to Seattle.
So much history up there, you're correct. And he finishes nicer on the layup. 32 points in the game.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Charlotte shooting just 30% from the field here in the fourth. Passes to Zeller. Martin goes in, and the shot is good. Martin's got 6 points in the quarter. The Wizards have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Pass to Bonga. Murray surveying the D. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Brown is checked in for the Wizards.
あった。
結構面白そうなカードだな。楽しみ。
And so it's Washington easily grabbing it.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. Feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Another win for you, Che. Looks like this team is becoming a real contender. Is it too early to start planning for the playoffs?
You're going to hate me for using the word cliche, DA, but, you know, we truly do take it one game at a time. You know, we know our team is good. But as soon as we look away, man, you know, things go left. So we're trying to avoid that.
It probably makes sense to keep your eyes on the prize. Congratulations. Guys?
Thank you, David. Great interview once again.
Jay, I want to show you something that can happen tonight.
Let's take a selfie.
If you're looking for bright spots from the past.
さっきの試合でも楽しかったのね。バッチいただいて、ラッチシューター。いいかな。まだクラッチシーターではない。ネッツ。どうなるんだろう。
The My Team Unlimited $250,000 tournament is here. Tomorrow, January 25th, 32 players will battle it out in hopes of making the final two. And while the tournament is going on, you'll be able to watch live in-game. In My Team, there will be a tournament finals tab where you can see the bracket and watch any game you want on the 2K Streamcast, even on demand. So hop in and watch the best My Team players in the world duke it out as they try to secure a trip to Chicago for the $250,000 tournament finals. And of course, My Team producer Robbie sat down to talk about some of the qualifiers lineups used in the tournament. Let's check it out.
Thanks, Chris. If you're looking to improve your My Team lineup today, I've got the tips for you. One of the best ways you can improve your My Team lineup is simply by looking at the people that qualified for the unlimited $250,000 tournament. These people are masters of the mode. They have the best lineups and they have the strategy to back them up, and that's why they're in the tournament. First up, we have Peja, who is 13-0 in his last 13 games of Unlimited, and he's been using a variation of a lineup that includes Pink Diamond Gilbert Arenas, the Diamond DeMar DeRozan that evolves to a Pink Diamond, and then the Pink Diamond Tracy McGrady. It's
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Brooklyn Nets going up against the Washington Wizards out at Capital One Center. And guys, for the Wizards, these guys are playing good basketball with 7 wins in their last 10 games, and they like their chances tonight. A standout now in this league. Shea just corralled his first ever Player of the Month award, big fella. Your thoughts?
He earned it with stellar play at both ends of the court, and he's shown he could be consistent with it, too.
You know, this kid's something special, guys. I mean, it's really special. The way Shea dominated, you'll start to hear the MVP, MVP, MVP whispers going on, Ernie.
どっちが MVP かみたいな話なのかな
How can the Wizards not be confident when they look as good as that? Here they were, headed to the locker room earlier on. And the game arrival sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. That's the United States Supreme Court building here in our nation's capital. We're coming to you today from Washington, D.C. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the...
Great story, DA. Thank you. And a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Jordan is out there with Allen, and it's KD in at the 3 spot. And for the Wizards, Mahinmi is out there with Hachimura. And it's Wall. Then there's Bradley Beal. And so off the tip, it's Brooklyn. Long season, Chris. Talk about the challenges of maintaining focus and concentration throughout these 82 regular season games.
I mean, the season just wears on you. First of all, physically, the travel, the games, the practice. So one, you have to get through it physically, so take care of your body. Second, mentally, just the fact that you go through every season from Christmas to the summertime. Can you just stay mentally prepared and engaged and remember what the big focus is, why all of you guys came together, the championship. So really, it's just a constant reminder that you have to do the little things every day. It's not about the big picture. It's day by day until we get to the end. And usually when you keep that narrow-minded type of focus, you get to the end of the season and say, wow, that was quick. That was fun.
The shot. He trains the quick shot.
Beal is quick off the dribble, a rhythm scorer who gets off the ground fast.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Durant. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Chicago.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Hachimura, defended by Allen. Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Wall looking for an opening. And Irving pulls it down.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
And he gets it to go.
This is what a leader does. Irving, good at sharing the wealth and getting his teammates going.
The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. LeVert the pass to Irving. Outside, KD. Just 5 on the clock. And Durant gets double teamed. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
And almost 7 feet tall. I mean, Durant is a fantastic interior scorer. He uses his height well.
Back to Wall. That one off the back iron and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's LeVert. No good. Shot missing. And the Wizards now going the other way. Nice D from Durant.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Just the way Durant can move with the ball is jaw-dropping. There's no denying him when he wants to go at you.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Well, Kevin Durant was highly sought after following this past season. And Chris, you knew his decision would have a huge ripple effect across the NBA.
Yeah, and at this point in his career, Kev, I mean, KD can do whatever he wants as far as which team he plays for. I mean, he has the titles, he has the money, and he has nothing left to prove. I mean, you can see why he chose this team.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Ball against Irving. Pass to KD. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Washington, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Jared Allen.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago after stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent. They're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
Here's Hachimura. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And showing some toughness on that take. Hachimura, these kinds of buckets can energize a team.
Now here's LeVert. He had 13 points in the win against Chicago. Irving passes to KD. Pass to Allen. No good that time. And Washington the other way now. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
And this first game is always interesting. It's going to give us a sense of what the dynamic between these teams is going to be this season.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Lets it go from 14. It's good on the putback.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Irving against Wall. Outside, KD. Back to Irving. Pass to LeVert. From deep. Jordan trying to free himself up, and it's LeVert missing.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit...
He just bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's KD. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Something you just don't appreciate enough. It's the efficiency of Kevin Durant. 7 straight years now of him shooting over 50% from the floor. I mean, it's incredible given how many shots he takes.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bryant is checked in for Mahinmi. Dallas Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Brown is checked in for Beal. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Thomas against Irving. KD passes to Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
And you can't leave someone open around Durant. He keeps his eyes up, makes a play for his team.
And KD, not just an elite scorer, Chris, as you said, but an efficient elite scorer.
Yeah, Kevin, you look at everyone else in the league scoring 30+ a night, and they aren't shooting over 50% from the floor. That is just one of the many things that make KD a generational talent on the offensive end.
Thomas, good.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Irving passes to Prince. Allen outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Allen's got 6 points. And the Wizards with possession. They're on a 16-7 run. 11 feet away. Here's Bryant, and finish off by Bryant.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
And didn't do anything fancy there.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. And the shot goes in.
This quarter expending tremendous energy at the offensive end. And he's not slowing down. He's still calling for it.
And the pass to Irving. Over Thomas. Again, the Nets for 2.
The ability to work angles and convert either hand. I mean, Irving with the beautiful move there.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league, guys. For Brooklyn, they have shot 6 or 7 at the line.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes. Hey guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Wilson Chandler out there with Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Jordan in its center, locking down the middle. Here's Beal. He doesn't hit that one. Nice D from Durant. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Kenny Atkinson, who's a native of Long Island, now has his dream job, coaching the Brooklyn Nets. He doesn't need praise or recognition. Instead, he's fueled by the fear of failure. He says, I always feel like I'm one banana peel away from never being in the NBA again. Kevin, he's got his team playing with that same determination.
David, he sure does. Thank you very much.
And the one thing we know about DeAndre, he's a presence at both ends of the floor. He protects the rim on D just as much as he punishes it at the offensive end.
And he sinks the second. And the Nets with possession here. 6-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
And as long as you do that, you put yourself in a good position to win, no matter if you're home or away. He gets it to him off the bounce pass, he gets the assist.
And it's blocked by Jordan. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. Nets on defense, trailing by 4. Mahinmi kicks to Beal. Shot clock at 5. Over Durant. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist from Mahinmi. 9 points for Bradley Beal.
Well, he's smart at taking what he sees. When you give Beal this look, he jumps all over.
Beal against KD. Chandler outside. Lobs it up for Jordan. Ball with the steal. Here's Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Beal is so dangerous in the open floor. He can burn with the speed and shooting in pretty much every way.
Nets trail by 8. Here's LeVert. He has 7. Pass to Harris. Chandler outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one's no good. 0 of 1 to begin the game.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
He had 2 3-pointers in the opening quarter. And hasn't been able to connect yet here in the second.
A nice shot by LeVert.
It was a tough first quarter for him, but it's been a different story here in the second.
Nice ball movement by Washington.
Misses
the wing 3.
いいですかいないかな
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Lets it go from deep. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from LeVert.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brooklyn's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. And he dishes it to Durant. Back to LeVert. From downtown, the basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got 3 assists tonight.
And things starting to click from three-point land. Nothing in the first quarter, but he's hit 3 triples here in the second.
Back to Wall. Lets the 3 fly. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots.
And all month long, he's been fantastic. And now he's been named the Eastern Conference Player of the Month.
And what a stretch it's been for him. I mean, it goes beyond the scoring, which he has had no problem doing. He's been all over the small things that take a shooting guard from good to great.
Hachimura, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. Hachimura's got 4 points in the quarter.
You have to push Hachimura out of there if you're the defense. He's a real problem on the interior.
Wall against LeVert. And Jordan has it in the corner. Pass to LeVert. Fades. Hachimura grabs the miss.
It isn't the D that causes that miss. That's just a loss of concentration.
Over Harris. Again, the Wizards good for 2. Here's KD. 7 points in the game. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn. The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league is giving on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? I think Kevin is just don't call it ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, the shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach that's only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
Shot to stop the run. A nice shot by LeVert.
He's ramped up his game in a big way this quarter. I don't think he likes it when they're trailing.
Brown outside. Thomas passes to Bryant. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Allen. Nets trail by 6. Passes it to Irving. Lobbed up there for KD. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, we all saw that coming when KD started cutting to the rim. Beautiful alley-oop finish from Durant.
46 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Thomas. Inside, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
And the Nets making a change here. Kuruc is checked in.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Irving passes to LeVert. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Kuruc. Rebound, Washington. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Back to Brown. Drains the three-pointer. Brown's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards. Here's Irving. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Irving's got 6.
Look, he makes the D pay. Irving, if you stay off of him, he likes to torch you with the...
And so it's Washington heading to the bench with a 7. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. One of the stories here, guys, Karis LeVert getting it done today.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
They've got Ian Mahimi. Bradley Beal is out there with Hachimura. And it's Wall. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And it's sent back by Allen. Now here's LeVert. He's covered closely, and it goes out of bounds. Going off Mahimi. Here's Allen. Down low. LeVert. And here we go. Washington fast break. Here's Beal. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
The pass to LeVert. Back to Irving. Irving double team. To the paint. Here's Allen. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Wall. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he's just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful. I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up. They needed that one. Maybe they'll get it going after 4 straight misses to start the half.
Left side, Beal. The Wizards working the ball around now. Outside, Wall. Another one falls for Washington.
And the IQ of Wall is impressive. And when you mix it with the speed, it's just a nightmare to handle in the screen and roll.
Irving kicks to Durant. Five to shoot. Launches a 3. And the foul called on Jared Allen. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Wizards making a switch here. Bairton is checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Wall against Irving. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 6 rebounds here tonight. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Durant.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
Pass to Bertans. Over to the left wing. Hits the three-point bomb. 20 points for him.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
Wall against Irving. Pass to Allen. Dishes it to Durant. Shoots over Beal. Shot is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Durant.
It doesn't take a lot of time for Durant to get his shot off. He's so excellent in the mid-range.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
Here's Irving. Wall with a block.
Wall, I mean, one of the things.
ここに一旦下がって。
That's trailed by 8. And Greg, safe to say Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Inside, we got Prince and Jordan. And it's Irving at the 1.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, that's what's frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
And they continue to control the glass.
Fires the 3. Here's Mahimi. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Shooting for Washington.
今日はこっちもね、マヒミさんがね、ダメージ全開だから。
The first one falls. Mahimi hits them both. And it's Irving with the ball for Brooklyn. 9-point game. Passes it to Durant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Now, and the winning mentality of Durant, I mean, he can take over games. He puts the team on his back.
And both free throws good for Durant. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Outside, Beal. And there's the pass to Hachimura. Baseline Jay, and the jumper is good. 22 points for him. And the Nets with possession here. They trail by 9 points. Irving passes to Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 8th assist here tonight.
What a player. Durant making difficult finishes. Looks second nature. Nothing gets to this guy.
Great communication on the alley-oop. And the Wizards lead by 9.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Rebound, Washington. And stolen by Irving. In transition, here come the Nets. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And how about the vertical of Jordan? Easily rising up for the timely alley-oop slam.
Outside, Beal. Back to Wall. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Inside. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety guy.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Taurean Prince. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during that last break, I heard Kenny Atkinson talking with his team. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Irving passes to Jordan, and the officials call a traveling violation. Washington leading now by 9. Back to Wall. Over Irving. And that one hits back iron.
He hasn't chipped in with many points tonight. It's the thing he has the guys around him to carry the win.
Here's LeVert. And the rejection by Mahimi. To the inside. Here's Hachimura. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
Chris, at that free throw line, there's a lot of chirping, isn't there, among the players around the lane. It just seems like their mouths are always moving. A lot of chirping.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I mean, for the ones that aren't sucking there and are tired, they're talking to each other. It's the only real break in action, and there's times too you get to see what has happened a few of the plays before, so you get to bust the guy up with some jokes or just flat out talking trash. And sometimes guys are saying, I hate to tell you this, but sometimes guys are going, man, listen, I'm so tired. He's gonna make this free throw. Don't push me too hard on this. I gotta get rest for a couple seconds.
They say that, huh?
Oh yeah. Especially to the guys. I remember saying that to Ben Wallace one time. He was my rookie, and I was like, listen, man, you know Legs is going to make this free throw, man. Don't push me all the way to the basket. You'd have a good
What was the response?
He pushed me into the basket.
Chris, we read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo and Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
Yep, that one goes in there.
One of the best scorers. I mean, Beal is so good getting into a rhythm and taking over. One of the NBA's best scorers.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Wall. The shot by Chandler, wide open. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
Beal, the pass to Wall. Here's Hachimura. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And when Hachimura is looking to score, it sometimes forces the D to get aggressive. Love the energy.
Jared Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. Nets trail by 10. Irving passes to LeVert, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, you can't blame the ref for making that call at all. The defense in general is already at such a disadvantage as it is.
Stolen by LeVert. Tipped away, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. KD finds Irving.
You got to admire the tough defensive wall. He doesn't give up any space to get a clean look on this play.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
kicks it to Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
The awareness of Wall, a guy you can count on to find the open man.
And here is Irving. Outside, KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
He's been dominant this court. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
To the middle. And the layup's good off the glass. And he has 28 points for the game.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Pass to KD. And then jammed down as he goes right over Jan Mahimi.
Oh, look out. KD is just hurting everyone's feelings with that slam. Simply amazing.
Lays it up off the glass. And the Wizards lead by 12.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
And KD throws it down.
Oh, and Durant covers so much ground when he puts it on the floor. You just can't keep him from going where he wants.
Wall against Irving. Shot from 16. That shot off. The Nets go the other way with it, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards leading by 10. Mahimi dishes to Beal. To the inside. Here's Wall. Pass to Hachimura. Mahimi trying to get open, and that one's good. Hachimura. Hachimura's got 8 points in the quarter.
And a solid shooter from mid-range. Hachimura with textbook fundamentals.
Beal against Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Jordan with some nice D. And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. Wall against Irving. Now the dish to Mahimi. Outside, Wall. Wizards passing it around. Count that bucket. He's got 32.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
Wall with the steal. Jumps up. And Wall with the slam.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for Washington.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
Right wing. 6 on the shot clock. Softly drops in the floater. And the Wizards lead by 11.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, I love how they play for one another out there. No signs of selfishness. Just a total team effort.
His basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always...
So Washington takes the win. Some good moments throughout this run, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it. That's why they're going to walk away.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Owen, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.
Okay. I need to go over some coverage with you. Actually, let's go do this in my office. I'm sure.
アービングの出来が悪くて助かった。
Hey, Jay, need you to do some press.
Okay, cool.
Great, just take your time, stop by when you're done.
See you in a sec.
Thanks.
Congrats on your first player of the month, Jay.
My man Ted, I appreciate that, brother.
What do you think's been the key to your hot streak?
I'm not too big on these individual awards. To me, we played really well as a team this month, so that's what this is about. If we weren't winning games, I wouldn't be getting this award. So, shouts out to my guys.
実際、ウォールビールがいてこそだからね。なんかお手紙をいただいた。もうちょっとでオールスターだね。短い試合やって、オールスターもやって、かな？数字も、まあだね。平均点が見れない。
ダンクコンテスト出るの？
ダンクコンテスト出れないかな、さすがに。予定に入ってるだけかな。スリーポイントはもしかしたら出れるかもしれない。でもスリーポイントもっと決めてる人がね、いくらでもいるからね。ラビン。ヤング。この辺はゲームの中でも絶好調だね。じゃあ今日はね、悲しい事件があったけど、日本のバスケの人気はもっとこれからだと思うのでね、もっと頑張っていきたいと思います。次回平日にやるならバスケかなって感じなんだけど、留学とかもあるので、やっていきましょう。じゃあ、
八村頑張れ。
八村もね、次配信の方が先か八村が帰ってくるのが先かわかんないけど、頑張ってもらいたいね。
オツです。